Welcome to the Canary Islands for the second ITF Beach Tennis World Tour Classic event of 2023. Located off the coast of southern Morocco, Gran Canaria is the ideal setting for a beach tennis tournament. The picturesque Las Canteras Beach, with its purest natural sand, plays host to this event with 32 teams competing on both the men's and women's side. Players have arrived from all over the world, and they are ready to get to work.
This is the 15th edition of the Sand Series Classics in Gran Canaria. We have been organizing this event since 2009. In 2007, we started playing beach tennis with some friends. Then one day we organized a charity tournament in collaboration with an NGO. A few friends played. We had fun. It's a very fun sport here on the beach. Here we have a good climate all year round. And in the year 2009, we did the first tournament that we called Gran Canaria Open. The ITF Sand Series Classics category started 2 years ago. The difference is many more requirements, many more demands, more prize money and more officiating. Greater demands for television broadcasting, streaming, promotion in social networks, media impact, and better services for all athletes. At the start, many unforeseen issues arose that needed to be solved, which we were able to do. Despite the difficulties and uncertainties, we love to organize this type of tournament with passion. The Classic Sand Series is something very fun with a lot of work involved and very few hours of sleep. But we enjoy it very much.
So before we get into the action, let's find out a bit more about the rules of beach tennis.
The main discipline in beach tennis is doubles.
The size of beach tennis court is 16 meters long and 8 meters wide, so it's a half tennis court.
The net is higher than a tennis net and smaller than a beach volleyball net, and is 180 for the men.
For women, it's 170.
The scoring is identical as in tennis. It's best of 3 sets and with a no-ad at deuce and a match tie-break at the third set.
Beach tennis racket is a pedal with no strings.
The beach tennis ball is softer than tennis ball.
There are no bounces in beach tennis.
As opposed to tennis, in beach tennis there is no let. So if the server hits the ball over the net and it touches the net, the point continues.
When returning, you gotta stay behind the 3-meter line until the server has served the ball.
In beach tennis, you can serve from everywhere, in any side and in any zone.
As the women's competition got underway, the crowds witnessed some spectacular action over the first 2 rounds. For the most part, the match results went as expected, with one exception. In the first round, the number 2 seeded Italian team of Sofia Ciamatti and Nicole Nobile were shocked by their fellow countrywomen, the identical twins of Michela and Noemi Romani. The Romani sisters eliminated Ciamatti and Nobile in a 3rd set super tiebreak shocker. Before moving on to the business end of the women's doubles draw, we sat down with another all-Italian pair, Veronica Casadei and Greta Giusti.
Hi, I'm Veronica Casadei. I'm 25 years old. I'm Italian and I'm a professional beach tennis player. Hi, I'm Greta Giusti. I'm 22 years old. I'm Italian and I'm a professional beach tennis player. We have played the last 6 tournaments together after becoming teammates around 2-3 months ago.
2-3 mesi fa.
We already knew each other as we both come from the same city.
Nella stessa città.
We have always played together since a very young age, obtaining some really good results. I was planning on traveling to Brazil, so I wrote to Veronica straight away, and that's how we decided to team up. My first thought was that she is a good fighter and that she plays on the right, thus, together we would achieve some really good results. If you have a good relationship off the court, you can be really successful on court, as I believe it's all linked. We train together every day, and slowly we understand all the different dynamics that happen on court, and hopefully it will help us get even better. We don't really have a specific goal in mind. However, we know that if we manage to get through the quarterfinals, it would already be a great achievement for us. I know that we are one of the pairs between the 4th and the 8th seed that can beat the top 4 teams. The number 1 team in the world right now is competing at the highest level. I'm conscious of that, but I also believe we could put up a good fight with all teams.
In the quarterfinals, the Romani twins were the only non-seeded team, and they continued to write their Cinderella story by knocking out the number 8 seeded Brazilian team of Joana Cortez and Raquel Iotti. Italians Cassidy and Giusti fell to the other Brazilian team of Sofia Chao and Vittoria Marquezini. The major surprise came from the top of the draw, where the defending champions and world number 1s Giulia Gaspari and Nini Valentini had to retire in the second set of their match against the Italian-Spanish duo of Flaminia Dina and Eva Fernandez-Palos.
As I had a small operation to my shoulder last week in Brazil, I have had to come back earlier than anticipated. I still didn't feel 100% ready to play yet, but we wanted to give it a go, especially as we wanted to play this tournament to be able to defend our title, but I didn't feel like continuing.
This meant the first semifinal puts the Romani twins up against third seeds Diaz and Miller. 3-1 first set, Diaz serving it up. A nice defensive play by the Romani sisters. Rafa getting in on the action now, down the middle. More defensive play by the Romanis. Rafa for the kill. No, that sails long. Love 15. On set point now, Rafa going in for the smash. Diaz is there. The Romani shot falls short, and Diaz and Miller take the first set 6-3. In the second set, the Romani sisters are struggling to get back into the game. Trying to close it out now on match point, and it's out! Diaz and Miller advance 6-3, 6-1. They go on to tomorrow's championship match.
Me today was not a good day. I had a lot of tension in my body, so it was difficult to play like this. But I want to thank my partner that should support me all the match. I think we're focused on the right things. Instead of focusing on the result, everybody wants to win. We're focused on our work. It's working out. We are evolving. Every time we feel better, we feel stronger. Super happy for this victory. I think we're ready for some good matches. Everybody is, but I'm super happy and ready for what's coming.
The second semifinal saw a clash of the 4th and 5th seeds with Chao and Marquezini up against Dina and Fernandez-Palos. 0-1, Love 15 first set. Palos taking it up high. There's Marquezini for the kill. Love 30. Love 3 facing a break point. Marquezini taking it up high. Dina throwing it up into the air. Chao trying to put away, and she does. They lead 4 games to love, second set. 4-2 in the second set, Chao serving it up. Palos with a nice put down, 15-all. Match point for Marquezini and Chao. Dina just trying to stay alive here. Nice defensive play, but here's Marquezini, puts it away, it's all over.
Very, very happy, very emotional. And our opponents were playing really well on those super ties, and today, like right now, we were able to impose our rhythm and be aggressive and keep the energy high. So I'm very happy.
So, a women's final that not everyone would have predicted, but it's likely going to be a close battle. Diaz serves it up, backhand return by Chow. Chow now over to Miller. Miller now taking it up high. Chow able to answer. Diaz is there for the put away. Chow serves it up. Miller on the forehand return. There's Diaz down the middle. Miller over to Marcazzini. Marcazzini taking it up high. Windmill by Diaz. Rafa putting pressure on. And Diaz for the smash. Perfect anticipation and positioning by Diaz sets up the easy kill. As Chow serves it up, backhand return there by Diaz. Diaz forehand down the middle, back again. Miller's there to answer. There's Chow. Chow now down the middle once again to Rafa. Marcazzini getting in on the action now. Marcazzini, a little chopper, able to save it back as Diaz. Touch play there by Rafa, but Marcazzini sneaks in and puts it away. Trying to close out the first set. Diaz serving it up. Over to Marcazzini, the forehand side, and it's Diaz and Miller that strike first. They lead 1-0. As Marcazzini comes off the windmill, going in for the next shot, maybe a little distracted by our partner there. Trying to close out this second set and force a third. Chow serves it up, backhand side return by Miller. Diaz is there, back over to Chow. Marcazzini puts it home, and this championship is going to a third set super tiebreaker. 3 points of love. Diaz serving it up. Marcazzini in the forehand side return. Marcazzini chopped down the middle. Rafa's there to answer. Windmill by Diaz. Rafa trying to put away. Save back by Chow. Little touch play by Rafa on the shallow dropper. Now down the center. 4 points to love. Chow serves it up. Backhand return there by Diaz. Rafa down the middle. Save back by Chow. Rafa putting it home. Veteran anticipation there. Rafa Miller, textbook put away. Championship point here. Patty Diaz serving it up. Serve is over. Clipped by Marcazzini. Rafa comes in for the kill. It's all over. Patty Diaz, Rafa Miller are your champions here in Gran Canaria.
I'm always looking for good sensations, even if the match is going tough, is going bad. I know that the experience that we have could work on the super tie. So I knew that it was going to be different. I stayed positive, I stayed there. And Rafa is a big player. I mean, she knows how to handle emotions, in my opinion. She could manage her best in the super tiebreak, and we made the picture. I'm super happy and proud. Really just play with my heart, because they are a really strong couple. So I tell to her the first time, I just play with my heart, and that's it.
An incredible performance, and what a lovely present for Rafaela Miller's 30th birthday. The men's draw was also packed with 32 teams representing 14 different nations. Each team that made the quarters had to win 2 matches the first day of competition. With the competitive level so high, any team could go through. The usual suspects from Brazil, Italy, France, and Spain needed to keep their guard up. Ramon Guedes and Carlos Vigon of Venezuela, and the French-Brazilian duo of Theo Irigaray and Tale Santos were the only seeded teams not to make the quarterfinals. Vigon and Guedes, seeded number 8, lost in the first round, while Irigaray and Santos, seeded 4th, lost in round 2. Pairings in beach tennis are sometimes very surprising. Here's one of the more geographically eclectic teams in the field.
Hi, I'm Gagan Mathieu. I'm from Réunion Island. I start to be professional since 4 years, and I start to play in 2014.
My name is Maximilian Sandersons. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Latvia. I'm currently number 12 in the ITF World Rankings and number 1 in the Latvian national ranking. I started to play in 2016, but more or less professionally, I started to do it from 2018. It was hard to imagine that we could play together, but I know Mathieu since I think 4 or 5 years. 1 year and a half ago, we tried to play one tournament together in Portugal. We did final, was a decent result, and from this season we decided to try once again, and at the moment for me, and I think for Mathieu as well, it works very well.
Yeah, everyone was asking me who is this guy, this white tall guy, from where he's from, and I told them just watch his serve and you will see why he's on the top of the ranking. And we did a good result at the first tournament. We won against the seeded number 2 and at the Sun Series in Réunion. For me, it was really particular to play on this court because it's in front of all my friends, my family and everyone. So yes, it's amazing and yes, they are giving me some power.
The crowd was unbelievable. It really, like, for the first time I felt something special to play on the center court, just to be there. It's pity that we couldn't win this semifinal because we felt like we had chances, so we had this confidence, but I think we will have our big wins soon enough in the future.
I had some goal at the beginning of the year to be on the top 10. I am now, so before we wanted to play more together, to train more, but finally the result arrived very fast. So yes, I'm happy for it, and now we can work on it and continue to grow stronger.
As the men's quarterfinals progressed, the top seeds Michele Cappelletti and local hero Anthony Ramos Vieira struggled but pushed through to the Final Four, defeating Brazilians Alan Oliveira and Daniel Mola after a third-set super tiebreak. Beccaccioli and Giovannini of Italy had to fight until the bitter end of their match as well, 10-7 in the super tiebreak, before overcoming the likes of Aruba's Axel Samardzic and the Italian Diego Bollettinari. The other two semifinal berths were captured in straight sets by number 3 seeds from France Nicola Gianotti and Mattia Matti Spoto, and by number 2 seeds Andre Baran and Nikita Burmakin. This result now meant that the first semifinal saw Burmakin and Baran up against Beccaccioli and Giovannini. Set point. Tommaso serving it up. Down the middle, Burmakin answers back on the angle. Over to Beccaccioli. There's Burmakin. Baran trying to put it home. Burmakin's there. Burmakin hesitates, and that's the first set is in the books. First point, second set. Burmakin serves it up. Baran on the 1-2 punch, and Burmakin Baran start the second set in impressive fashion. Burmakin serves it up. Tommaso digs it out. Beccaccioli's there. Tommaso able to dig out on the shallow drop, but Burmakin an easy put away, and they lead 3-2, second set. Golden point, Beccaccioli tried to tie this up at 5-all. Serve is up, Baran is there, charging in his Beccaccioli, but he falls short. We are going to 3. Third set, super tiebreak. Baran serves it up. Over to Beccaccioli in the backhand side return. Down the sand goes Baran. Taking it up high is Tommaso. Baran locking into it, but Beccaccioli's there to put it home. Match point, Beccaccioli tried to serve this one out. Over to Burmakin. Beccaccioli. Friendly bounce off the net. Beccaccioli Giovannini will be playing for the title.
We know that they are one of the best teams in the world, but we are good too. We were focused just on our game, and the result came.
Yeah, I think that the mind make a lot in this sport especially, and if you want to achieve something, you can do it. And we start with a good mindset. We were super aggressive. We were always looking for a winners and not for the mistake of them. And that was the key. I'm not the dancing queen, I'm the dancing king.
The second semifinal saw a rematch from the final at the last Sand Series Classic event in Reunion Island, with Gianotti and Spoto taking on Cappelletti and Ramos Vieira. Love 30, Spoto serving it up. Over to Anthony Ramos Vieira, now taking it up high. Gianotti on the angle, there's Cappelletti to answer. Cappelletti going in for the kill, nice defensive play by Spoto. Spoto now over to Anthony, he digs it out. Off the pedal, Kappa, and that's wide. At 30 love, Gianotti serving it up. Over to Cappelletti, but it's Spoto who pounces on it for the 1-2 punch. 40 love. Ramos Vieira serving it up. Over to Gianotti on the backhand side return. Spoto down the middle. There's Cappelletti trying to go down the line, but he's able to get to it as Spoto. Spoto on the angle. What a shot! And it's now 30-40 set point for Gianotti and Spoto. Cappelletti, Ramos Vieira are rolling here in the second set as the serve is up. Kappa's there to punch. Giannotti locking in off the lob. Kappa's there on the backhand side dish, now taking it up high. Giannotti there. Oh, somehow dug out there by Cappelletti. Cappelletti down in the sand. From the sand, he saves it back. Spoto there and into the net. And Cappelletti, Ramos Vieira win the point. Cappelletti, Ramos Vieira trying to stay alive here on match point as the serve is up. Service error! Giannotti and Spoto advance to the final.
We play a very constant match. We play 2 bad games at the beginning of the second set. We play bad, and after we come back. And but for sure we know that they don't play the best beach tennis than they can do. So I hope for us they continue to play like this, and for them I hope they will come back at the best level for the beach tennis in general.
In Reunion, where he want to win, always we lose in final, and in Gran Canaria, that Anthony live here, we win against him always here. So maybe it's better for both if Anthony win here and Nico win in Reunion.
So the stage was set for another unforgettable final here at the Sand Series Gran Canaria Classic. Golden point here in the first game as Giannotti serves it up. Tommaso on the return. Dug out there by Beccaccioli on an impressive defensive play. Beccaccioli puts it down and makes a statement early. At 15-all, Beccaccioli serves it up. Over to Giannotti in the backhand side return from the middle. There's Spoto keeping the ball back in play. Tommaso, little windmill. Beccaccioli back to Giannotti diving save, keeps the ball back up high. Tommaso chopped down the middle. Spoto's there to answer. Tommaso going up high. Giannotti's there once again. Giannotti on the backhand side. And Spoto sees his moment and pounces like a cat. Trying to close out the first set. And Giannotti Spoto strike first. They lead 1-0. Tommaso serves. Spoto on the backhand side return. Tommaso, a little touch play around the net. Beautiful angle there by Spoto. Giannotti coming in. Tommaso down the middle. Giannotti down the line. Beccaccioli's there. Giannotti going in for the kill. And Beccaccioli finds the open sand. 15-love. Set point. Tommaso serving it up. Return back in. Beccaccioli's there. This championship is going to 3. So can they close it out, or will this miracle comeback continue? Take it up high is Giannotti. Tommaso puts it home, but we're going to keep on playing. Down love 7. Beccaccioli and Giovanni have pulled within 1 at 8-9. 8 in a row, you have to think they're going to get another one and tie this up. That's exactly what they do. 9 in a row, we're all tied. Now just trying to stay alive. Giannotti serves it up. Spoto locking in on it. Tommaso's there, popping it up high. Giannotti's down the middle. From his knees, Tommaso puts it up. Into the net. It's all over. It is all over. A comeback that will go down in history.
This is a kind of match that I love to play. I practice to live this moment. I'm so proud of our mentality because after losing 6-1 the first set, during the match, I was always saying to my partner, we are here, we never know. We need to keep going, and we can win.
We kept going, and we thought about our game, our stuff. We managed to win with a great comeback. Obviously, these kind of things, it's hard to happen, but if you keep fight, can happen more easily.
And what a fight it was. A great performance and a very deserved victory for the Italian pair. Players will be sad to leave the beautiful Canary Islands, but will be thrilled to compete in the next Sand Series Classic event in the Brazilian capital, Brasilia, in only a few weeks' time.
This is a shakedown. Order up that beat just like a takeout. Show me you got soul inside those new shoes, and you can rock and roll with an attitude. this is a shakedown.